Hey there, welcome to Kitchen Table Magic. Tonight we are going to play Planechase. We have purchased the Planechase Anthology set, which came with all the Planechase cards that were released many years ago. It also came with 4 pre-constructed decks, but we are not going to play with those because we don't have them sleeved up yet. It also came with 4 special colored dice. There's a red one, a purple one, a green, and a blue one.
I'm using the Eldraine dice just because I like it so much.
And then it came with the Planar Chaos dice. It has the planeswalker symbol on one side, so you planeswalk to a different plane every time you hit it. And you have to do what the card tells you to do. And then you can roll, and you can either get the chaos side, which you have to do what the chaos part of the card tells you, or roll this. I think it's the planeswalker symbol to planeswalk.
We decided not to use the pre-constructed decks that came with the Planechase Anthology, like Zach said, just because we don't have them sleeved. We don't have enough sleeves, and we didn't want to tear apart any of our other decks, and because I had so much fun with Eldraine, the Planeswalker deck. So we've got our Eldraine Planeswalker decks going on a Planechase adventure, is how I think of it. So we're going to roll to see who goes first. And our introduction was a little bit different this time just because I wanted to make sure we explained the rules, because these are cards that not everybody's seen or played with, because it's, like he said, it was a long time ago that they first released them. So here we go. 9. I would like you to go first.
I have to find the 20 on this dice.
It looks different. Oh no! 0 mana. 0. None. Nothing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Sorry, did I mess up your count?
No, I don't know what I was doing.
I talked.
That's a mulligan.
Go us. Go team. This will be super interesting.
A 1 mana.
I had none. You were better. Do you want to cut
No.
mine?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will keep this hand this time.
I will also keep.
Toss this one back. And the first plane we are going to is Kessig on the plane of Innistrad. You prevent all combat damage that would be dealt by non-werewolf creatures. And whenever you roll the chaos symbol, each creature you control gets +2/+2, gains trample, and becomes a werewolf in addition to its other types until end of turn. Alright, so I'm going to play Windscar Crag tapped. When it enters, I gain a life. And I will pass turn.
Mana for turn and pass.
Tap, draw. I will play a mountain, and then I will play a red-white to play Inspiring Veteran, who gives other knights a +1/+1.
Why is he so far over there? Why do you do that?
Well,
He's a creature, yeah?
Oh yeah. Can you see my creature?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can see the text. I can't see the artwork. Yeah, we have it set up a little higher because it's on a thing, a towel. 1 green and 1 other for Bramblefort Fink.
Okay. Are you done? I will untap. I will draw. I will play a white. And then I will tap white to play Venerable Knight, and when she's a 2/1, and when she dies, or when Venerable Knight dies, put a +1/1 counter on target creature you control. But it gets the +1/1 from the Inspiring Veteran. And then I will be done.
Alright, untap, upkeep, draw. I'll play mana for the turn. And then I will go ahead and pay 2 blue and 1 other. Tap target permanent or creature, right? Creature, yeah. And then I will take my free. That's the other thing about this dice. You get 1 free roll per turn, and then any additional rolls you have to pay mana for. So 1 mana the first extra roll, 2 mana, 3, etc. So the first roll's free, and we're going somewhere else. Dang, I just wanted to bump my creatures all.
We're going to Shiv on the plane of Dominaria. All creatures have red. Pay 1 red mana. This creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Whenever you roll Chaos, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. Ooh.
And then yours is a what?
2/2. Take it. And I will I will. You done?
Yeah, that was the end of my turn.
I will draw. I'll go 2 whites and 1 to play the creature side of Ardenvale Tactician. So he gets a +1 from the Inspiring Knight. He's now a 3/4 flyer. And I will...
No chaos. No chaos. No chaos. No chaos. No chaos. No. No. You don't get a dragon. I say no. Yes.
No dragon.
Were you done?
No, I'm not going for 2 with my Inspiring Knight.
Okay. Untap.
Inspiring Veteran.
Upkeep. Draw. And then I will pay 1 blue and 2 others for Oko's Accomplice. And then I will take my free roll. Oh! I should try and keep that. It was not chaos or... and then I will hold.
I will untap. I'll draw. I will play a white and 2 generic for a Garrison Griffin, 2/2 flyer, and whenever it attacks, another knight gets flying until end of turn.
No, that shouldn't count. That was interference. Here, just use one of these.
No, I thought I had some dragon tokens.
Oh, do you have your token
But
box?
I don't have my token box.
Oh, okay,
out,
here,
so.
just put a 5/5 on it.
Yeah, 5/5 red dragon.
Lame.
And I'm going to have fly in for 3. Dominaria is the land of dragons.
Mm. I will take 3.
Yeah, you better save your prevention for the 5 from the dragon.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm going to take my free roll first. And then I'll pay 1 for another roll. And we're somewhere else. I'll read it. Let me read it. Naya, on the plane of Alara, you may play any number of lands on each of your turns. Helpful, not. Chaos. Whenever you roll chaos, target red, green, or white creature you control gets +1/1 until end of turn for each land you control.
Man, that's freaking good for me. Red and white.
Well, it would be okay for me too. Okay, so that was 1 mana. And then... I better hold.
I will untap. I will draw. I can play any any number of lands on each of my turns. Well, I only got one, so that's all I can do for that. And then I will do a white and 2 to play another Garrison Griffin.
Nothing.
Do I want to do an extra roll? Yeah.
Nothing. Again.
Nothing. So then I will fly in for 5. Oop. 6, 7, 8. And then this is the one that didn't come in. 9, 10. And he will give him flying. And that'll be 11, 12.
Okay, I'm gonna block the 3/4 flyer and pay 1 green and 1 other for the instant and send him on an adventure. Target creature gets +2/2 until end of turn. So he is now a 4/5. So he kills that one.
Yep.
So I take 5, 6, 7,
7,
8, 9. So I'm down to 6.
And I'm done. Well, oh, I rolled an extra, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you tapped your last mana. Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Mana for the turn.
Got a 5/5. I'll link block with the 2/2. What happened to all those Frogifies?
Right? They're not coming to me right now. I think you have it in the bag. Because the chaos roll helped you a lot. Let's see
What happened?
Nothing. I'm going to hold.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. I will play this. I will play 1 red and 1, 2, 3 others to play Rowan's Battle Guard. She's 3/3 with first strike, and she gets +3/+0 as long as I control Rowan, but she gets a +1/1 from this guy.
Nothing. Nothing.
Ooh, library hit. That ought to be something. And then I'm gonna go in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I'm going to cast a flash spell. 1 blue and 1 other for a fairy rogue. And then I'll block the 5 and either one of the 2/2s. So I just take 2.
Yep.
And then my fairy dies, but this one survives. Oh, why did I tap him? He's not tapped when he blocks.
And I'm done because I can't roll anymore.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
And some bad rolls with the planner dice.
I'm going to go ahead and take a roll. Nothing.
Guess we're just going to be stuck on Naya forever.
I guess. I'm going to hold.
Okay. I will untap. I will draw. I will do a white and 2 to play Acclaimed Attender, who's a 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield, if you control another knight, which I control plenty knight, it gets a 1/1 from this guy. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. you may reveal a knight, aura, equipment, or legendary artifact card from among them. Put it into your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your library. So the only knight I drew out of those 5 cards
That's why it gives you 5, is because it's so specific.
was this guy.
Put it into your hand.
Yep.
Nothing.
Hibbity jibbity. Let's go 1. Feel the magic!
Nothing.
And then I will going for 5, 6, 7, which will give this one flying, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. I'm gonna... block the dragon, and then 1 green and 4 others for Return of the Wild Speaker. Non-human creatures you control get +3/3 until end of turn. So I kill your dragon, I survive, and I take lethal, so it didn't matter.
I had a Rimrock Knight. I could have pumped.
Dang it! I didn't hardly get anything that I needed.
Could have pumped my garrison.
So who's going first?
I'm gonna go first. Take my imaginary 5/5 dragon back.
With pleasure. That helped you more than anything. I couldn't catch up after that. I mean, we were basically in turn, 4, and you had a 5/5 flyer and a 2/2 flyer and a opportunity to make anything else a flyer, and I had not enough defense.
It's the best.
I think I tapped down the wrong creature. No, because I wanted to have the chance to kill your knight booster guy. And if I tapped him down, I knew you would just let him stay. I tried to tempt you to block with him. You saw right through that, though. Yeah?
Yeah, I usually don't attack with those guys, usually, anyway.
Yeah, you don't sacrifice them needlessly?
Nope.
Okay, so you're going first, you said?
Yep, so we'll flip. We are on...
Wait, we're not supposed to know until we know our cards.
Oh, yeah.
Because that gives us too much information.
True. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll keep this hand.
I guess I'll keep also.
Right now we will flip. Harasha Foothills on the plain of Mong Seng. Whenever a creature you control attacks a player, for each other opponent, you may create a token that's a copy of that creature, tapped and attacking that opponent. Exile those tokens at the beginning of the next end step. Whenever you roll Chaos, you may sacrifice any number of creatures. If you do, Karasha Foothills deals that much damage to target creature.
Whoa.
So, Windscar Cragged, tapped, gain a life.
You done?
Yep.
Go.
Tap, draw. I will play a red, and I will tap to play just Rimrock Knight as a 3/1 who can't block.
Are you done?
Yep.
Mana for the turn, 1 blue, 1 other for a flying vandal. 1/2.
Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to play a plane. I'm going to go red, white to play Inspiring Veteran. We'll bump this guy, so now he's a 4/2. And I will attack, so I get to create 1 token of the same guy, tapped and attacking. So there's 8 damage coming at you.
Ouch. I'm just going to take it.
And then I will try to roll off this plane before you can do any of the same.
Whatever. Like, it's going to hurt you. 1 blue and 2 others gets me Oko's Accomplice.
Not having very good rolls tonight.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Usually I do pretty good. The Planechase usually helps me more than it does you.
Okay, draw. I will play that. I will tap red and 3 for Rowan's Battle Guard. Gets +1/1 from him. And I will swing in. It will create a token for each of these guys. So there's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And that was Planechase helping me win.
Horrible. I want to play again. Let's choose different decks though and play. All right, and we're back. A couple hours have passed actually. We took some time to decide what our best course of action would be. We're playing with commander decks now because we thought that might give us a better opportunity to demonstrate the planes. Because with only 20 life, those games were fast. Especially when you can swing in for 8 and then 12 damage. Boom, boom. Yep. With the double, with the triggers there. So we're going to roll to see who goes first. 14. I would like to go first.
All right.
Ooh, and I'm totally keeping. Yeah.
And it's my first time playing this deck, so I don't.
Oh, that's right.
What...
I've got what I call my Bender Commander deck. It's a red-white, and he's played against it once before, and he played against it when it was a standard deck, but it's changed a lot since I had it in standard. And his is one of the new, was it from 2020?
Yeah, 2020. It's the Morph deck. So this is my first time playing it, so I don't know how well this is going to go. We shall see.
Okay. Will you do the honors?
First plane is Raven's Run. The plane of Shadowmoor. All creatures have Wither. They deal damage to creatures in the form of -1/1 counters.
Interesting.
Whenever you roll a Chaos, put a -1/1 counter on target creature, 2 -1/1 counters on another target creature, and 3 -1/1 counters on a third target creature. Oh boy. That sounds like a lot of fun. You go first.
I'm going first. So new for me.
I'm going to draw. I'm going to play a Foul Orchard tapped.
My turn?
Yes.
1 red and 1 other gets me Reckless Fireweaver, one of my benders. 1/3, and whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, the Fireweaver deals 1 damage to each opponent. And okay, what's it? What's chaos?
Yeah.
On target creature, 2 on another target. It doesn't say you may. So I'm not going to roll because I don't want to hit chaos on my own.
Okay, untap, draw. I'm going to play a Reliquary Tower. I have no maximum hand size. And
Cool.
I will pass.
Okay.
Sorry, I have to read
No,
this
you're
card.
fine. Untap, upkeep, draw. If you want more time on your turn to make a decision, please take your time.
This is a new deck for me, so.
1
Woo.
white, 1 red, and 1 other gets me to Jeek, who is my commander. So I'm going to put some reminders up here. Next time I cast him, he's going to cost 2 more. He has haste and mentor, and whenever he attacks, I put a 1/1 on target attacking creature with lesser power. So I'm going to go ahead and attack with both, and I get to put a 1/1 on the Fireweaver because it's lesser power. So I'm going in for 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Are you done, ma'am?
Yeah, there's more on his thing too, remember?
Yeah.
Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. So only combat damage on my creatures right now. And special combat damage.
Other creatures you control? Or?
Yeah, he takes regular combat damage. And they can both be targets of spells.
2 others, so he can take this. Okay.
They can both take spell damage.
Yeah. I'm gonna play an island. So that's 3, 4, 5 at me every time.
You should roll for chaos. You get to put -1/1s on them. Just saying.
I know.
No, I know. You have a lot of options in your hand right now, too.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it.
I'm just scared of what's in your hand.
Well, most of my hand you don't have to worry about until I get my commander out where I can start playing my morph cards down for free. Because right now I have to morph them, I have to do 3 mana every time. That one lets me play 1 free on my turn every time.
Oh, wow.
But I'm deciding some things here. I played an island. I got 3 options here. And I think my best option right now is to do nothing. Because the one option I can't do now because I realize I don't have the right mana out. 2 options I can't do because I don't have the right mana out.
How's that possible? You have all 3
because
colors.
I got a spell that requires a black and green.
Oh, and they're on the same land.
And another spell that's black and green.
And your reliquary tower is
It's
only colorless?
So, which is dumb, because I could have played different mana, and just fine, instead of a mount or island. I'm going to go, so that narrows me down to green and 2 generic to play Cultivate. I search my library for up to 2 basic lands, reveal those cards, put 1 on the battlefield tapped and the other into my hand. Well, I'm definitely going to get a forest and an island. Here's my forest.
I'm surprised you're going for an island instead of a swamp, considering the mana cost you just told me
Here's an
about.
island.
By the way, our pup is super opportunistic. I dropped a single little kernel of popcorn, and she came running from her bed. No, I'm kidding.
And I will put the island tapped, or the
That's what I was gonna say. That's the forest.
forest tapped, and put the island back in my hand.
Okay.
And I will pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Oh, I was gonna roll chaos.
Did you?
Nope. Go. I pass turn.
Okay.
So I will just
Mana for the turn.
wait till next time.
One white and 2 others. Gets me Danitha, Capuchin, Paragon. First strike, vigilance, lifelink. Aura and equipment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. And then I will go ahead and go in with both of them again. And Fire Weaver gets another +1/1 because it was still lower. Now it's not. So now it's a 3/5. So I'm coming at you for 6 this time.
It's hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I'll untap. I will draw. I will play a swamp. And then I am going to do green, black, colorless for Putrefy. I'll play it on Jeek. Destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated.
It still goes to command zone, though. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And then I'll be done.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Huh. Interesting. Mana for the turn. I wish this said may. You may put, because I think if I'm reading that right, if I roll chaos, I have to put the -1/1s on mine, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't say. It says on target creature to.
Yeah, it doesn't say may. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do 2 red and 2 others to get Varix. I did not pay his kicker cost, so he doesn't get his brother. If I had kicked him for 3, I would have gotten Carix, another 4/4 dragon. But I didn't, so I can't. But I will go in for 5 here, and she gives me 2 for lifelink.
Yep, so what, 5, 6, 7?
No, just 5.
Oh, 5?
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot to roll again for chaos. Or get off this plane.
Well, maybe this time you don't
I
forget.
am going to play that, and I will, under forest, and I will do 1 colorless, 1 black, 1 green, and 1 blue to place a DC, or Kadena, Slinking Sorcerer. And the first face down card I get to play for free, so I will play this down, put a morph counter.
A morph counter?
Or a morph card, so it's a 2/2 creature, and I can pay the morph cost to flip it up face right and do whatever it tells me to do. Which I don't have the mana for.
At this time.
Oh no, I shouldn't have done that first. Oh well, we got creatures out. Woo! Chaos, baby!
So it's a 1/1 and then 2 -1/1s and then 3?
Yep. So what's he?
He's a 3/5.
He's a 4. So let's go the 1 on him, the 2 on her, the 3 on him.
Okay, how are we gonna do this? I have actual -1/1s from.
Banish will be dead.
Well, yeah, but I've got to keep track of
Yeah.
the other ones.
What, you gonna pull out your Amonkhet
Yeah.
1/1?
I've never used
come in
them.
handy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never actually used them for Amonkhet, but I will now use them for Commander. Okay, sure. All right. So what are you doing?
I'm putting 1 on him.
On my
Yeah.
Fireweaver. Okay.
I'm gonna put the 2 on Danitha.
So that one dies, and then the 3 on Varix.
Yeah.
Actually, so what I'll do is I'll just put a 1 dice on him because his stats are even.
So then I will tap for 1 mana. And oh man, I forgot that trigger. Shit. Shoot.
Shoot.
Shing shing. So whenever I play a face down card, I get a draw card.
Draw it. Draw it. Well, you're learning. I want to not miss as many triggers.
Man, you wouldn't believe the text box on
I
every
know.
card in my hand is
I
like
know.
this. And I'm trying to, especially this one, it's like, and this, holy man, I got so much text, it's ridiculous. Okay, I will pass turn because they have summoning sickness.
Okay. Untap. So that morph thing, it's a creature type?
Yeah, it's a 2/2 creature.
Okay, interesting. Okay. And then the other thing, are mana considered a permanent?
Yes.
If the text box reads something if you control a white or black permanent.
Yes, they are permanent.
Okay.
The only thing in this game not a permanent is instant sorcery.
Interesting. Ugh, now I have too many options.
Oh, man.
Alright, the first thing I'm going to do, 1 red, for a sorcery called Mutiny. Target creature an opponent controls, your commander, deals damage equal to its power to another creature that player controls. So you can't morph it, right?
It's -1/1. They're dead.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, and this says it deals damage. It doesn't fight.
Yeah.
It just straight up deals damage. Yeah, okay. So that one dies.
I lost Willbender.
What was his morphing?
For 2, I can turn it face up, and if it's turned face up, change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. So I could have made you old guys fight each other.
Switched them somehow? Okay.
If I would have left a blue mana. But
Yeah, whoops. Okay, then the other one I'm going to pay for is 1 red and 2 others for Mardu Runemark, which is an enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +2/2 and has first strike as long as you control a white or black permanent. And I just realized we're going to need to do this actually right, because if I can remove counters in some way, I'll want to remove the negatives. So we'll do that. I know this is going to make it super confusing, but I think that's a better way to do it, because now I'm going to enchant him. So he's a 3/3 flyer with first strike. Is that okay to do it like that? Okay. So then I will fly in for 3, and this one is now a 2/4. No.
5. So I'm taking 5.
No. You're only taking 3 because I'm not attacking with her. I'm just
Okay.
trying to understand what she is.
So I got a 1.
She's a 2/4. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna hold her back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll. Oh, new plane. Oh, okay. Aquam. Sorry. Plane of Zendikar. Players may cast enchantment spells as though they had flash. That's okay. Whatever.
Great.
Whenever you roll chaos, destroy target creature that isn't enchanted. Ooh, that's interesting.
Get
Well,
off this plane.
that's interesting.
Well, yeah, you got 1 enchanted
I
creature. You're safe.
That's interesting. Yeah. Plane of Zendikar, huh?
I'm
Zendikar cares about enchantments?
blue, and I will play this for free face down. I gotta look at its cost, morph cost. That's the bad thing about more. You know, I ain't gonna be able to cast it, so. And I get a draw card. Remember that this time. Ooh.
With that much mana, you can't cast it?
Well, for the morph cost, some of these are outrageously high. 1, to play Soul Ring.
Handy.
Might be able to play that now. No. And then, 1 black. Oh, that's a green. 1 green, 1 black, and 1 other.
You're having problems with your colors tonight.
I'm going to play Griswold the Dreadsower. He's a 3/3 trample. At the beginning of your end step, each player creates a 1/1 green plant creature token. Whenever a creature token dies, put a 1/1 counter on Griswold the Dreadsower.
Yuck. Alright, so your end step has a trigger. Put that in front of you so we remember. In front of you.
And then, let me look at this morph cost again. Well,
I was gonna say, you just cast something.
I just messed up again, so.
Oh, I wish we had a face cam on you for that reaction. What was that face?
Me messing up. Okay, I've got to roll the old.
You don't want to be on this plane?
Heck no, I ain't got no enchantments.
Oh
Oh, Morphic Tide, a phenomenon. When you encounter Morphic Tide, each player shuffles all permanents he or she owns into their library. All permanents? That means lands too. I just got a good mana base. Into their library. Each player, into their library, then reveals that many cards from the top of their library. So count what we got.
Okay, wait. So quick. The creature morph thing doesn't count. It's just an indicator showing that there's something to morph.
It's a permanent, yeah.
But is that 2 or is that just 1?
That's just 1.
Okay. So and it counts mana, you said?
Yeah, all permanents. It doesn't say all non-land.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then what do I do?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Shuffles it in.
Shuffle them into your library. This is going to the command zone.
So then, does it count for the next trigger though? Because it's whatever. It's however
so
many.
How many did I have?
You had 11.
So I'll go 10. Just
okay.
Then you reveal that many cards from the top of your library. So I had what? 11 or 10?
You were gonna do 10.
Okay. And then you put all artifact, creature, land, and planeswalker cards revealed this way onto the battlefield. Then do the same for enchantment cards. Then put all cards revealed this way that weren't put onto the battlefield on the bottom.
So we get enchantments too? Should I have counted my enchantment? I didn't count it.
It's a permanent.
So it goes back in the graveyard? I didn't think it was considered a permanent.
Yeah, anything that stays on the battlefield is considered a permanent.
But an enchantment can't be on the battlefield alone. That's why I didn't think it was considered.
It's considered once it's on.
Okay, so I have to do 8 then.
The only thing not considered a permanent is sorcery and instant spells.
Do you want to cut?
Go like that.
Do you want to cut?
No. So I do 10. So here's 1. I get to keep it. 2. Don't. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10.
You got a lot of land out of that.
I lose 2 of these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I get them all back.
So I get Trail of Mystery. Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under control, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into your hand. Now I wish I was on the card. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/+2. Kind of cool. I get Volrath, the shapeshifter. He's a 7/5.
What? This sucks!
At the beginning of combat on my turn, I get to put a -1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. And then I can tap, or I can pay 1. And then until my next turn, Volrath Shapeshifter becomes a copy of target creature with a counter on it, except it's 7/5 and keeps that ability. So then...
You've got huge creatures. I got teeny tiny ones.
Vesuvian Shapeshifter enters the battlefield, or when it enters the battlefield or is turned face up, you may choose another creature on the battlefield. If you do, until Vesuvian Shapeshifter is turned face down, it becomes a copy of that creature, except it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this creature face down. Well, that doesn't help because it doesn't say it's non-legendary, so he would actually force me to choose which one to keep.
What's your enchantment?
Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield, I get to search my library for a basic land card, put it in my hand, and then whenever a permanent I control is turned face up, if it's a creature, it gets +2/2 until end of turn.
Okay, I gave you these 2 to put on your commander to start with.
Okay, so he would have to technically copy this guy.
Wait, right now?
Well, it says when it enters the battlefield.
Okay.
But since it's a legendary creature, it would be a legendary creature, so I will keep this one and have to get rid of that.
It doesn't say that you control, does it?
You may choose another creature on the battlefield. Oh.
So you can choose one of mine.
What are yours?
Crap.
When enters the battlefield, you may choose target. I'll be that.
Okay.
And then, because then I can do, I may turn this, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this creature face down. So I can morph it.
Okay. So mine don't have any ETB triggers. He says he does. He has the ETB, but I can't use it. I can return an artifact. I don't have one in the graveyard. And whenever I cast a historic spell, I get to put a 1/1 on him. So does that count these?
Those are historic spells, yeah.
Okay.
They enter the battlefield.
Okay. And then hers is, I pay mana for this one, and his is when he dies. And then this artifact enters the battlefield with 3 charge counters on it.
Well, that hurt my chances of getting my commander back out for a while, because I ain't got no blue now.
Oh, yeah, that messed up your mana.
And this one, I have to pay to tap it. It becomes copy of target land. So now this is done. We planeswalk to the actual next plane. Jeez. Lair of the Ashen Idol on the plane of Asgal. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. If you can't, planeswalk. Roll a chaos. Whenever you roll chaos, any number of target players each create a 2/2 black zombie creature token.
Oh, jeez.
So now these have summoning sickness. I can't attack, so I'm going to have to pay. Or go past my turn.
Your end step trigger goes away because you just lost that creature.
My end step creature.
The little token I gave you? Because you put a creature out that did something on your end step previously.
Oh, yeah.
That didn't do anything. Okay.
Gave me plant.
So, and what's this one say? On your upkeep, you
I got mana now, so I can play more.
So on my upkeep, I have to sacrifice a creature.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice Sparring Construct because then I get to put a 1/1 on another creature, and then I will.
What is that thing now?
It's a 6/6.
Oh man, my 7/5 guy's not big enough. Well.
So your 7/5 guy is freaking huge.
Oh, I forgot to put a -1/1 counter on your guy. Well, I'll remember that next time. God, this deck's confusing.
Yeah, right? Okay. I'm going to... I want to roll, thank you.
Zombie creatures!
Nothing. I think I will pay 1 white, 1 red, 1 other, and 2 more for Tajik, who has haste and mentor. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. And I will attack with him.
I'll just block with this 3/3 guy.
Okay, I'm gonna pay these 2. He gets first strike.
Man, I should have just blocked with Bullwrath. Ooh, I could put -1/1 on him and become him.
And I get what?
Hey, at the beginning of my combat, I can put a -1/1.
You have to, at your upkeep, you're gonna have to sack him.
Oh, yeah, that's dumb. Alright. Untap upkeep. Bye, Bullwrath.
That's why I wanted to get rid of one of them, so I could wipe your board.
I'm gonna play... an island, I guess, here.
Is your head going a little wonky?
Oh, the Lord have mercy. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana to pay that now. I've got the 6.
It counts as a creature, though. If it's the only one you've got out, you have to get off this plane.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go blue, green, and 1, 2, 3 generic to play Urban Evolution. I get to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. And play an additional land this turn. I will play Temple of the False God, where I can tap to add 2 colorless mana. I can only do that if I control 5 or more lands, which I do. And then gotta roll. Off this plane.
Oh, you almost had it.
Okay, one more. Gotta roll.
You saved my creatures.
Well, guess what?
Oh no, another
The
event.
Maelstrom, Plane of Alara. When you planeswalk to the Maelstrom, or at the beginning of your upkeep, you may reveal the top card of your library.
You may reveal.
I get to.
Oh.
Not you.
Oh,
You
okay.
will on your upkeep.
Oh, okay.
Land card. If it's a permanent card, you may put it onto the battlefield.
Oh.
Woo! If you revealed a card but didn't put it onto the battlefield, put it on the bottom of your library.
Uh-oh.
Whenever you roll chaos, return targeted permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Do I need to stay on this plane?
Okay, so when you planeswalk or at the beginning of your upkeep.
So now I got 3 mana to play with, but only got 1 color. I'm done.
Alright. Untap. All the things. All the things are untapped. Upkeep. Then I reveal.
Yep.
And if it's like
permanent, you put it on the battlefield.
What are the chances of a non-permanent? I think I'm okay. Hold.
Permanent.
Permanent. And then I draw.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may pay 1. If I do, he deals 1 damage to target creature or player. And then I think I'm going to go ahead real quick. Hold on. Oh. You have nothing on your board, right?
Just an enchantment. And a ton of mana.
Okay, I'm gonna swing. I'm gonna full swing. And when I do, oh wait, he has summoning sickness. This one gets a 1/1.
So 3, 4, 5.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, and then I want to find out if this is gonna work for me. I think this is gonna work, so I'm gonna try it. It may backfire horribly. 1 white, 1 red, and 1 other. Chance for glory. Creatures you control gain indestructible, and I take an extra turn after this one. At the beginning of that turn's end step, I lose the game. So.
Well, you got 11 damage on the board.
Well,
sure.
but I didn't know, like, that's gonna do something here. I don't think it does me any damage overall, though. And so I'm going to go ahead and cast an enchantment while it's still my second main phase of this turn, so I have it. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature I control gains indestructible. So then I will, so that's my end of turn for this one. So then it becomes my turn again, so untap. Upkeep, I'll reveal it. It's an instant, so it would go down here. And then draw. And then I full swing, and then do I have you, or do you have any tricks?
I only got 3 mana and only 1 color. No, I'm done.
Because there would be that. Wow! I did not think that would be my win condition. I've had it since it was my second draw, and I was like, really?
I had all these crazy
Wow.
expensive cards.
Well, that was fun. I mean, I think we hit one. It was nice to hit the phenomenon to show that off, but I think we only went to 1 extra plane. I was so scared to roll off the first one because I was the only one with creatures. Thanks for hanging out with us. That was hopefully a fun introduction to Planechase. I really like it, but it does take some time to get used to the extra mechanics of the plane. So, see you next time.